of Lenny Solomon Live in this special Rosh Hashanah week edition. We're going to do 3 shows live this week. Tonight, tomorrow night, and Thursday night. So, hope you're prepared. It's going to be Rosh Hashanah all week long. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we're in the home stretch. Now, you know, what is Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year, about? As we are here in the Four Corners Project studio here in Beit Shemesh, Israel, Rosh Hashanah is about judgment. Yes, it's a holiday because we plan that God will be writing us into the book of life. That's what we plan. So it is a holiday. We have festive meals. We enjoy the prayers. And I especially do because my father, may he rest in peace, and my grandfather, may he rest in peace, they used to be cantors. And I am a cantor too. I am a chazan. So we're going to do some stuff for you today that I've never done on any of our shows. And of course, it is St. Louis Day here in hockey and baseball land, so we're going to do some sports trivia in the middle. But let's start with a song written by Rabbi Jeff Frances, and I bet you he never thought I would play this on a show, but it goes like this. It's about God, because that really is what Rosh Hashanah is about. It's about God and what's going to be happening on Rosh Hashanah. Here we go. It's not a matter of sight, because God ain't got nobody. You cannot see him like the world he made. You can't miss this. It's something to hold on to. It's a principle of faith. Check this. About 900 years ago, the Rambam, he took up his pen. 13 principles, he did get them. The foundations, he did set them. They're called Ani Ma'amin. Everybody, it's not a matter of sight, cause God ain't got nobody. You cannot see him like the world he made. You can't miss this. It's something to hold on to. It's a principle of faith. Now, learn the Torah daily. It will assist you to see what's divine. You see his being and omnipotence is the reason for existence, and that is what we knew at Sinai. Here it's not a matter of sight, cause God ain't got nobody. You cannot see him like the world he made. You can't miss this. It's something to hold on to. It's a principle of faith. Everybody, it's a principle of faith. It's a principle of faith. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the principle of faith, the Ani Ma'amin. You remember we sing Ani Ma'amin. No, we don't sing that. We sing Avinu Malkeinu. That's what we sing. Got mixed up between Ani Ma'amin and Avinu Malkeinu. Anyway, so here's what's going to happen. On the first day of Tishrei, which is Rosh Hashanah, Rosh Hashanah is 2 days. First day of Tishrei, second day of Tishrei. We have 29 days in the month of Elul. So right now, we are in like the 25th or 26th day of Elul, depending on where you are in the globe. And so if you're in Australia, it's already 26. And if you are in America, it's 25. And if you're in Israel, it's already 26 too, because it's late at night here. Okay, so what did I want to tell you? So you're going to go to the synagogue, you're going to go to temple, and you're going to hear one of these great liturgical pieces. I'm about to do some chazanut for you guys. You ready? Now here's what happens. It says that the angels tremble in fear because God is coming. He's going to be sitting on his throne, and everybody passes by, and he judges everyone for the year. That's why it's so important that we do tshuva now. Do it now. That's what we have to do. Here we go. So here's a cantorial piece that my father used to do. Uvishofar gadol itaka v'kol demama daka ishama. Malachem yichafezu Ezon v'chilu rada yochezon v'yomeru hine yom hadin lefkod al tzvam aram badin ki lo yizku be'einecha ba'adin v'chol ba'ei olam yavu lefanecha yavu lefanecha kivnei maron kivakarat ro'ei edero mavir tzono tachat shifto. Sing with me. Kivakarat ro'ei edero mavir tzono tachat shifto. Kein tavir tzismo v'timne v'tivkon nefesh kochai v'tachtoch kitzva v'cho briotecha v'tichtov et gizardi hinam. Everybody together. Birosh Hashanah yikatevun u'biyom tzom kippur yechatemun. On Rosh Hashanah, that's when you are written, and on Yom Kippur, you're sealed. Hopefully, for the greatest year ever, as the year 5781 comes our way this Friday night, Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year, 5781. Okay, heavy stuff today. We've done half the show. Let's take a little paperwork break, and we'll do a little sports trivia and prayers for the sick. So, sports trivia. As you can see, I'm wearing a St. Louis Blues jersey and a St. Louis Cardinals baseball hat. And here are our questions. All right. In 1946, first baseball, Game 7 of the World Series was between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Boston Red Sox. And a play that was called the Mad Dash happened and lifted St. Louis to the World Series victory. Who was the player and what did he do in the Mad Dash? That was question 1. Question 2. In 2006 and in 2011, the St. Louis Cardinals won the World Series. Who was their manager? Little easy question for you guys. All right. Let's keep going. St. Louis Blues. Hockey. Who was the goaltender in 1968 when Bobby Orr flew through the air, scored the goal, which gave the Bruins the Stanley Cup victory? So who was the goaltender for the St. Louis Blues? Got it? And last question. Last year, the St. Louis Blues took revenge, and they beat the Bruins in 7 games and won their first Stanley Cup ever. Who was the MVP? All right. So those are our sports trivia questions for today. And let's do some names. This time we're going to do shidduch. Shidduch, that means somebody who needs to get married. So I want you to pray out there today for Shoshana Bracha Bat Brindle. Shoshana Bracha Bat Brindle. Pray for her for a shidduch. Okay? Also, Zahava Golda Malka Bat Miriam. Zahava Golda Malka Bat Miriam. Pray for her to get a shidduch. Because remember, ladies and gentlemen, pray for other people, and then things that you need, you get answered. That's what they say. That's what they say. Okay? So in other words, if you pray for somebody to have good parnassah, to have good income, hopefully Hashem, God, will give you good income. All right. We didn't do sick people today. We did parnassah a little bit, and we did shidduch. All right? Okay, let's do one parnassah name. I didn't do one parnassah name. Shlomo ben Yosef for parnassah, for income. Parnassah means income. Shlomo ben Yosef. Pray for him. And let's go back to some music. We're going to do again a Schlagrach song and then a little liturgy, a little chazanut, cantorial stuff. Here we go. Yirmiyahu was a Navi, lived during temple times, tried to get the people to return to Hashem, but they defied him most of the time. They didn't listen to the prophet sublime, who was singing, Jews of the world, all hear my words now. Just do the mitzvot, because we must be a light for the world to see. God is the king of the world. He's told us what to do. The Torah you must guard, be a star from near and far. Nothing bad will happen to you. Everybody, come on. Jews of the world, all hear my words now. Just do the mitzvot, we must be a light for the world to see. You might think that I'm crazy, say you're only having fun, but you'll be shipped off to Bavel in a bad exile if you don't say Hashem is one. Everybody, or let me hear you say Hashem is one. Come on! Jews of the world, all hear my words now. Just do the mitzvot, because we must be a light for the world to see. Everybody, a light for the world to see. A light for the world to see. Yes, and that was Jews of the World, which is a parody of Joy to the World from the group Three Dog Night. Do we know that group, anybody? It's from the 70s. Okay, we are now going to conclude our show, but before we do, I want to remind you all that we are in the studio of the Four Corners Project, www.cornersproject.org. Tzedakah, giving charity, is very important, and especially giving charity when you know that the money will be used to help bring Jewish children closer to God, to help bring families closer to their heritage. And that's what the Four Corners Project does. How do I know? I'm the executive director, which means that all programming goes through Lenny Solomon, the king of schlock. So we have great programs for you, including a webisode that I'm going to make this year called Exploring Israel. And we will go to different places of Israel, find out the different things that happen there, and play a song at the same time during the show. One show a month, new webisode, Exploring Israel. Everything needs to be funded. Okay, so let's close the show. So make sure, by the way, you make that donation for the year, as I'm getting distracted by messages coming in, which I shouldn't be looking at, because I should just be concentrating on the camera, right? Right. Okay, here we go. Let's do a little mudgets. This is a famous march that is sung on Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, and it goes like this. Na 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 en kitzva lishnotecha v'yein kates nidididam liorech yamecha v'yein l'shayer makavodecha v'yein lefaharesh elum shemecha shimcha nalecha v'ata nalishmecha shemenu karata Abishmecha Asay Iman Shemecha V'cha Kadesh Et Shimcha Al Makdishei Shemecha Bavur Kivod Shimcha Hanaratz v'hanigdash kisotziach tzar v'kodesh hamakdishim shem v'kodesh dorei mahala dorei mata u'shloshim v'shilush kodesh v'kodesh keter yitnu lecha. All right. A little off the beaten track, music for you guys for Rosh Hashanah week, but it's very important because we got to get us into the spirit. I know a lot of you go to shul, you go to temple, you go to synagogue, you want to go home. No, no, no. Nay, nay, I say, quoting my favorite comedian, John Panette. Nay, nay, you have to go to shul. You got to connect with God because this is it. This is it for the year, but connect with him today. Don't wait. Don't wait. All right, guys, hope you had a great show. Keep on schlocking. We're going to see you tomorrow night with show number 35 as we do 3 shows this week, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Why? Because we like you guys. And we want to be here. And we want to keep schlocking. All right. Have a great night and see you tomorrow.